Hey guys, B Twice here. Today is Sunday, August 8th. I hope everybody is having a good weekend. So today I'm going to do a couple requests. I only have time to do two, unfortunately, um, and then I will be out for the day. So I chose Roblox and Netflix. We're going to start by looking at Roblox and what we could potentially be seeing here in these upcoming weeks. Um, so since Roblox IPO, it popped up to all-time highs, which was a wave one. Since then, what I'm seeing is that we had a zigzag down that ended up taking us down into this falling wedge. So what I'm seeing is this a falling wedge structure that we pulled down in a zigzag to give us our A of the falling wedge. We popped up for our B. We pulled down for the C, we popped up for the D, and we pulled down for an E. So I'm thinking that this right here is our wave two bottom. It was just about almost at the 7.764% retracement, a little bit above that. And now what I think I'm seeing is a five-wave move to the upside. So where could that potentially take us? Um, so I'm seeing a pop up for a one, a pullback for a two. Then we popped up for another one, another two. So we're basically in another five-wave impulse that's going to take us up to our wave three. My wave three price target is about 85 a share, but we need to break above this 50% retracement. So what I did was I actually put retracements of the entire wave one up here, so that way we could see these levels to watch. So basically $77 a share. The bulls need to hold this level. I would be very, very concerned if we come down and we break back into the wedge and we break the 77 level. So bulls, you really want to hold that. The Bears want to see it not be able to get above the 50% retracement. Obviously, we popped up for one, pulled back for a two, so it looks like we've popped up for another one, pulled back for a two, and that we're pretty much in this wave three of three, or we're trying to break out for this wave three of three. Ultimately, the Bears won, and we only got a little bit above this 50% retracement, and then we ultimately came falling all the way back down. So this is a pretty bearish candle, but the good news is that we were able to hold support on the falling wedge, and we did not break back beneath it. So like I said, bulls, you want to make sure that we don't break back beneath this falling wedge and back inside of it, and really hold this 0.618% retracement. While the Bears don't want to see us bust above the 50. If we go above the 50, I think we'll hit resistance at 85. We should see a pullback to retest the 50, which is $82 a share. And then from there, I see the final rally for a wave 5 price target of 80, basically 88 a share. And then this would be a higher degree one. From there, we'll see a 60% retracement, and then we'll ultimately go to launching. Um, Another reason why I left these retracements on here is um, because of how they kind of agree with what we're seeing off of the extension as well. So these levels over here, the 100 level, the 161.8, and the 2. So this is your wave 3 price target, this is your wave 4 price target, and this is your wave 5 price target. With that being said, they kind of match and they coincide with the retracement levels of where we're going to see resistances and supports after we break above them. The wave 5 price target ends up being right around what the 0.382 or 38.2% retracement was of the entire wave 1 structure. So it seems to me to match. So bulls hold above this falling wedge line, and I think we will be seeing this $88 a share very soon. Earnings could play a part in it. If we were to, or if Roblox is to completely miss on earnings, expect that it's going to throw it right back into this wedge, possibly even go lower and break the downside. And then we'll find out that this was not our wave two bottom and head lower. But lots riding on earnings for this name. Okay, so Netflix. Um, a few people have asked me about Netflix, and that's why I chose this one, just because when I was looking over a comment, so there was a couple of people that asked for it. So with that being said, what am I seeing? Um, so when we popped up to all-time highs, it was after an earnings report a while back. It was up at 592 a share. I'm seeing that as a cycle wave three. Since then, we had a complex correction. We had a WXY that pulled us down for our wave four bottom. We almost went all the way down to the 38.2% retracement. So I'm pretty sure that was bottom. And now we're kind of in this uptrend. So what are we seeing now that we're in this uptrend? Well, now that we're in this uptrend, we popped up for a one, we pulled back for a two, we had a 3, 4, 5. So it took us to a higher degree one. We've pulled back for a two. I am thinking that this is bottom. It could potentially head back lower, but I don't think so. I do think the bottom was already set for two, and that we're in this uptrend, and that we're going to pop up for a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe taking us up to this like 540 range for another higher degree one. From there, we'll have a pullback. So even though I am bullish on Netflix right now, and I do ultimately see this going up to probably the 600 range before a larger pullback is going to take place. Even though I see that, I wouldn't be willing to take an entry in this area because it's kind of this middle ground. If I was looking to get into Netflix, I would wait till we have this pullback, because if this is indeed a bullish structure and we're not going to head back down into a complex correction, because this could be read as an A, B, C move. And the bears are saying, hey, this isn't a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is an A, B, C move. And ultimately, we're about to zigzag lower and we'll break this level down here. So what I would wait for is I would wait to see that there's 5 waves here, right? So right now we've only put in a 1 and a 2. So we want to see that it goes all the way up to 3, pulls back for 4, and then it goes up for 5. If we see a clear 5 waves to up here somewhere, and then we're going to wait for this pullback. And on this pullback, we're going to look for at least 3 waves. And this 3 waves should take us somewhere by this uptrend line right here. And then that's going to be the area to enter to go long, because at that point in time, then you'll clearly see that, hey, we've put in another impulse to the upside. And then with a 3-way pullback from there, we can have a higher conviction that this is actually an impulsive structure to the upside, taking us to all-time highs, and that we're not still in this deeper correction. Because as of right now, in this middle ground, even though we're bullish above 480, if we were to come down here and break this uptrend line right now and we don't finish off this 5-wave move, I would be very, very concerned, because that would be telling me that it looks like we're actually in a zigzag to the downside, and then we could be heading all the way down to 440, 450 a share. Um, so if I'm not already long Netflix, I would be waiting to see a clear 5 waves to the upside and then a 3 swing to the downside, and then make my entry in this box here. So we'll keep watching the name, but I am bullish, and I do think that this is the route we are going. I do think that Netflix is going to be seeing the 600 price range sometime within the next year or so, because I do think it is relatively slow moving. Um, so I don't like, obviously right now you can see the time frame down here that I'm basically just drawing against it. I don't actually know exactly when it's going to hit this price target. Time will tell. But if I was going to go long Netflix, I would wait until we see a clear 5 waves to the upside, and then we see a 3 waves to the downside. So I hope this makes sense. I hope you guys like these videos. If you do, please go ahead, hit a like and subscribe. Thanks, guys. Have a good weekend.